Hi, everyone, and welcome to Psychic Medium Heather Carlson. It's so nice to have you here today. I am doing the reading for Monday, January the 17th, and this is a daily general reading for everyone. So please take what resonates with you, leave what doesn't, and we'll get started. I'll get shuffling. I am using the Gilded Tarot today. Oh, there we go. I'm going to be switching over to a camera and microphone. I need to fiddle with it today because my phone is problematic. So I'm using the Gilded Tarot, and this is by Ciro Marchetti. It comes with a small book. It's maybe not the best for brand new readers, but it does, I have to say this, it does come with these two cards that show you different spreads. So a daily spread and then the standard Celtic cross. So just if anybody's interested in the decks that I'm using, but the artwork on these is quite stunning. Oh, and I've boxed them without realizing it. There we go. So I'm just going to shuffle and get the energy. So this reading is for, the next 24 hours, Monday. So we'll say, midnight on Monday. It's also the full moon. So definitely a really good day to let anything go. Sort of anything. Full moons are really good days to sort of clean things out, release things, let things go in whatever method you choose to do that. Whether, some people light a candle, some people would put sage. A full moon is a great way if you're a person that has crystals, you can pop them out. They don't have to be like directly, but if they're outside, they're going to get full moon charge. So pop them out on a table, although we're having a big snow tonight. So maybe do it on a place that they're not going to get completely covered. But to charge your crystals if that's something that you do. But, even if you're not into that kind of stuff, it's just a good day to sort of clean out that closet or closure and letting things go are always more significant and more effective when they're done on a full moon. So it's a really good day to release. Okay. So just shuffling and asking for the energies and the messages that everyone needs for Monday, January 17th. I know where I am. We are expecting a lovely, massive snowstorm. It's coming. We're getting, I think, what is it, like 20 to 25 centimeters. So a little bit of snow's coming. I'm thankful that I don't have to do any commuting or long drives tonight. So for anybody that's watching this tonight and into tomorrow, please be careful on the roads if you're in the area that's getting this. Okay, so just a sec. Okay, interesting. All right. So it's a pretty good mix. I'm going to start off with the first one. We have the Two of Pentacles. We have a couple pentacles here. So pentacles are our money. We've had a lot of pentacles lately. Pentacles are our money, business, education, career. They're all the things material in our life and the means in which we get that. So how we make money, home, security. It's also the connection with earth and feeling grounded. Two of Pentacles is sort of a card I always think it's often a juggler, which it is in this deck. And it's very much like having several different things up in the air. And it's sort of keeping all that going and moving. I feel like people have, the way I'm getting this, it's like people have a lot on their plates that they're trying to manage right now. And this is more the practical. So again, children, job, finances, caregiving, you know, volunteer work or friends. I just feel like it's feeling like you've got a lot up in the air. That being said, you typically, you know, I feel like this card, you know, you're managing, it just feels like a lot right now. It's you're sort of waiting for the other ball to drop. And I'll get into that in a second because there's another card that's coming up that's speaking to this. So right now, you know, you're managing. It just feels like you've constantly got something in the air that needs your attention and that needs your focus. The next one is the Justice card. This is our one major arcana card today. Um, and the Justice card, it does speak to legal matters. So if there is a legal matter that you're involved in, this would definitely play in. But also, it's talking about any kind of you know, dispute or anything that needs to be sorted out. I always think that this card speaks to sort of everybody getting what they deserve. Whether you have been the good person and played it by the rules and taken the high road, then that is going to pay off. And for the person that is not been completely above board and who's been, you know, potentially, you know, not playing by the rules or someone who's tried to take advantage or been manipulative, then they are also going to get what they deserve. And usually when I get this card, to me, it's not something you have to do to ensure that it's going to happen. The universe is kind of going to bring it all up to the surface. So I feel like tomorrow is a time of, you know, with those issues, sort of that truth is going to clarify, or something is happening for a lot of you on Monday, that sort of the truth is going to come out, and that clarification, or that, you know, if somebody has been speaking badly of you, then someone's going to call them out on it or say, wait a second, I just spoke to her and, you know, that's not true at all. So to me, this is sort of the truth coming out and people getting what they deserve. The scales are balancing, right? And again, if it's a legal matter, then this is positive in your favor if you've been above board and if you've not been underhanded. If the underhanded person is not going to do well. So it depends on which side you've played this. Okay, so that's that one. And then we've got the 10 of Pentacles. So again, Pentacles are coming up again. So again, finances, security are a big thing for everybody today. Job, career. I know here in Ontario, we're going back to schools today. So again, a lot of people, teachers, parents, this makes sense. 10 of Pentacles is that life is finances, security, job, career are good, that they're stable, that they're abundant, that they are successful. This is, you know, it's the chest overflowing with treasures. You know, this is absolutely speaking to, you know, stability, you know, financial positives, windfalls. This is not a day where you're going to have financial worries. In fact, the opposite. So again, for those of you who there is sort of a dispute, I feel like financially you're coming out in a really good position, but I also feel like there's still a lot in the air that is getting sorted and juggled, etc. Okay, so again, I don't know if for some of you this may all go together, and for some of you there may be aspects that make sense individually. And then the last one is the 10 of Wands. And wands are our action energy cards. They're, you know, moving plans forward. I always think of wands as the stepping on the, it's time to step on the gas pedal and go, go, go. And as you can see, he's carrying this huge load of wands on his back, and it's a very heavy load, and it's sort of got him bending over. 10 of Wands is basically saying you've been carrying a huge load and you're coming to your breaking point. You're coming to the point where, you know, you have to prioritize what do you need and what do you want? What do you have to say yes to and what can you say no to? Because this is the point where you have to prioritize what is required and what is not required. Because if you don't, the universe will do it for you. So this is the point where you need to learn to step back or say no from those things that are not absolute necessary obligations, because you've just got too much on your back. And 10 of Wands, tens are sort of knowing that it's coming to an end. But at the same time, I feel for a lot of you, it's coming to an end, but how that plays out is up to you. You can either prioritize which things you can take a step back from, or it'll just happen the way it happens and it may not be to your liking. So in order to maintain that control, you want to do it yourself. So if you're overloaded, you need to make those choices and make those decisions and put those plans into action quickly. This is not something that you can completely put off, because if it's coming up as the 10 of Wands, you're at the breaking point and this is playing out in the next 24 hours. You've got to step back from some aspects to take some weight off your shoulders. Okay. So, I mean, in combination, again, I think it's a day of, success and abundance and prosperity, but it's also speaking to people having a lot on their hands, a lot on their plates, a lot of responsibilities that may or may not be necessary or priority when you really sit down and think about it. And then again, that justice piece is talking about disputes or things sorting themselves out in a fair and just way. That the truth comes out and things will be sorted, divided in the way that everyone deserves, and that everyone has, however they've played their hand, that's going to be the outcome and the reward for those parties, for yourself and for other people, whether I'm talking about a spouse, a friend, a coworker, a workplace, etc. It's either way, it's again, I almost feel it's like a scale. It's the balancing of the scales, and to me, it's very much the karma card. You get what you deserve, and you get what you've put into it. So it can be a wonderful reward and a validation. It can also bite you in the bum. So just either way, be aware of and look forward to those clarities today. One sec. And just for those of you that feel you can't give anything up responsibility-wise, the question I'm going to ask to you is, if something happened where you could not do all of your responsibilities, what actually could you give up now? It's a way of sort of forcing you to go, well, wait a second, actually, I could do without this and this, because if something happened and I couldn't do any of them, that would be horrible. So just a way I'm not saying anything horrible is happening to anybody, but it's a way to sort of think about it instead of saying, well, I can't. Well, you can, but it's a way of sort of forcing you to consider what your priorities really are. And some of us, especially busy working moms, we have a tough time prioritizing what we are allowed to say no to. So just a way to help you do that is, what if I couldn't do any of it? What would manage on its own without me, and what wouldn't? That's a great way to determine what your absolute priorities are and what could give you some leeway. Okay. So have a great evening, everybody. And I will be back tomorrow for your daily general reading. It's been a pleasure having you, and love you all. Take care. Bye-bye.